Bldg46, and we're talking today about craft beer and the glassware it goes in. So, as you've seen in previous episodes, we're in a golden age of craft beer right now. It's reported that 1 in every 10 beers sold in the US is a craft beer, which is great for enthusiasts like ourselves. So, despite all of its prevalence right now, we're still seeing there's a lot of stereotypes or stigmas around beer. So we want to try and steer you away from them today. So just an example of something that happened to me this weekend. I'm in my favorite beer store. I'm looking around for a good craft beer to take home with me, and no less than 3 times was I asked, are you lost? Do you need something? And try to steer me towards either the wine or, even worse, maybe the Cosmo mix section. So you definitely want to stay away from that and train your servers to do that. I know Ross and I have talked about similar experiences he's had with his girlfriend.
Right. So when my girlfriend and I go out to bars, we usually both drink beer. It's pretty rare that we would order cocktails or wine. And so when we're out and we place our beer orders, if I order something lighter and she orders something higher alcohol content or hoppier or darker, even if we spoke directly with the bartender and then they come back and give us the beers, and when we look them in the eye when we were ordering and they know who ordered what, just like instinctively, or it's just ingrained in them to bring the lighter option to the woman and give the hoppy beer or the stout or the high alcohol beer to the guy. And it's really bad practice because you are presenting the wrong item to the wrong person. And on top of that, it's just an annoyance, for not just for the woman, but for both members of the couple. And then another really annoying thing is when one of us will ask for a description of a beer. Maybe if we're in a new area, we were just in Asheville and we hadn't had any of these beers. We need descriptions of a lot of them. If I ask, I will get a very detailed description. I might even get, these are the hops used in this pale ale. And if my girlfriend asks, they sort of simplify it. They ask what type of beer she usually drinks and try to steer her towards safer options for some reason, even though she's already expressed interest in a couple specific beers. So that's something I would say even worse, that you're not treating your guests equally. And it's really bad practice. It does put a damper on the guest experience. So that's something that it's very important to train your staff away from these habits. I see it a lot in all types of bars and restaurants, and it's really important to get away from that type of behavior.
Absolutely. So we've got 2 great examples to kind of highlight what you may see and if your servers are seeing it. So I'll let Ross start cracking some of these open while we keep talking. But each one of these is served in, we've got Bldg glassware here to serve it with. He's got a little bit of a lighter beer he can talk to, and I've got a bit more of a hoppy beer. But if your servers, you want to train them, some best practices may be, 1, to use seat numbers at the table. If your establishment doesn't use seat numbers when they take orders, then maybe just even saying, "Hi, I've got," when your server comes to the table, "Hi, I've got a Hefeweizen," and then you see who kind of speaks up for that. So that way there are no assumptions made, and you're not making any assumptions about what your guests are drinking. So I'm excited to see this one.
Yeah, so this is a good example. I'm taking the lighter option. It's called Cream. It's from 6 Point Brewery in New York, and it's a gold ale, and it's got some coffee flavors. It's really excellent, and it kind of plays tricks on you with its light color, but its dark flavor profile. And that's in the general craft beer glass from Libby. And then this is Alpine's Pure Hoppiness. They're in Southern California, and this is their double IPA. And this glass is also from Libby, and it's the Renaissance glass.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So remember, we always want to make sure that you're treating your customers equally. You never want to make any assumptions, but make sure that you're not treating your beer equally, as we both have different glasses for the different types of beer that we're enjoying. So With that being said, we've done a few of these episodes now, so we encourage you guys to get involved. If there's something you want us to talk about, some suggestions, some comments, beer suggestions, we love those as well. Be sure to hit us up at Katie@tabletopjournal.com or Ross@tabletopjournal.com. And be sure to follow us on Instagram. You'll get some behind the scenes pictures, which are pretty cool, of what we're doing here at Bldg46. So it's at Bldg46. And stay tuned for the next episode. Remember, tabletop matters. Thanks, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.